Station. All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome once again. My name is Dr. Seko. I'll be taking you on tonight's presentation. I believe that, with what we have in EtherOcean, it's something amazing. It's something that everyone needs. It's something that we don't need to do too much talking. We take you right into this business. Now, tonight, I'll be trying to um I would love to open up your eyes into more major possibilities that makes EtherOcean different from any business you have ever come by, and what made EtherOcean what it should be. It's important you understand all this nitty-gritty, because sometimes you go around and people ask you, try to connect past experience with your present presentation. But I'm going to tell you at the end of today's presentation, you can see why EtherOcean, why you should be identified with this project. Right. So guys, let's dive into the ocean of unlimited financial opportunities with EtherOcean. Right. Okay. Now, what is EtherOcean? Who are we? EtherOcean is a pioneering decentralized platform built on the OP Ethereum. OP is optimistic blockchain that is riding on Ethereum layer 2 blockchain, empowering individuals to take control of their financial future by leveraging the power of smart contracts. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right. The power of smart contracts. A lot of people have not yet understood this thing called smart contract. Some of them just hear the word passively and just think that is all about smart contract. The power of smart contracts cannot be overemphasized. Why? Because things are daily changing. The dynamics of doing business or transacting across the world is changing every day, and it's important we all understand this. Because with a smart contract, prior to this time, if you want to execute any contract, what makes it binding and standing is that you must have a legal representative, that's more or less seen as a neutral body to ensure that whatever contract you're going into with the other third party or the other opponent, is well documented and binding without any uh, hidden secrets. Now, that is what we have on the blockchain space. And everything about the blockchain is immutable and it cannot be edited. The moment it has been deployed, you can't change it. And the power of the smart contract helps you to make that, effectively executed. So smart contract is what everyone needs. And that is why the world is so going. Like I tell people, how many of you are aware of tokenization? Everything very soon is going to be tokenized. So if please kindly mute yourself as you join us. This meeting is being recorded, please. I don't want to be distracted. I think I need to look at for somebody. Sammy, I'll need your assistant. I'm going to give you co-host. Please, anybody that comes in, just help me to mute them so that I will not be distracted. I need to focus so that I can flow very well. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying, Sammy, you are now a co-host. So look out for those who are trying to disturb our meeting as they join. All right. So, like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, the smart contract is what everyone needs. So I was talking about tokenization. Even hotels, they are going to be tokenized, meaning that everyone, irrespective of your capacity, you can hold a share of a given seven-star hotel as low as maybe $10, $20. You can. That's the power of tokenization. But that can only be fully executed on a smart contract. Because one, nobody wants to hear one board of director thought this way, so he decided to change the goalpost. Those are the experiences humans have had over the years, but technology is changing things. That's why the importance of smart contract at this era, it cannot be overemphasized. We offer a transparent, secure, and efficient ecosystem that puts control back in your hands. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Very, very important. Like I tell people, you have value. How many of you, even till date, how many of you have control over your value? You have money, they tell you, oh, for the safety of that money, you must go and bank it. Yes, that is what the rich will always advise you to do. Why? Because what? As you're banking that money, the monies are being released to them to do business. They use your money to make money. Why you feel you have money, but you don't have control over your money? That's the power of smart contract today, where you can put your money where you have control. Everything is in your hands. Ladies and gentlemen, it's important you understand these things. That's why I decided to take time to explain this thing to everyone on this call tonight. All right. Okay. Now, based on what I've just told you about EtherOcean, what are the key factors that holds this opportunity? Number one, we talk about security. This system is built on a robust Ethereum blockchain. EtherOcean guarantees the security of your funds through advanced smart contract technology, just like I've explained to you, right? Then we talk about transparency. Every transaction on our platform is recorded on the blockchain. Whenever you hear transactions are recorded on the blockchain, meaning that anybody anywhere in the world, you don't need to be part of EtherOcean. All you just need is, can I have the smart contract address of EtherOcean, which is the source code? And the person take you to EtherScan, and he will see even your own transaction. At the second hour that you engage your transaction, it will be seen, on the blockchain, providing unparalleled transparency and accountability. That is what has been lacking globally, accountability. People try to cut corners to make ends meet. But with the blockchain technology and the smart contract, all that has been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about decentralization. Our platform operates on a centralized network, eliminating the need for intermediaries and ensuring true financial independence. Ladies and gentlemen, what much more else can you ask for than what you have just heard? Efficiency. Our friendly interface and streamlined process make it easy to navigate and maximize your earnings, ladies and gentlemen. This is a system where you don't need a third party to earn. This is a system where you are not told, wait after 2 hours, wait after 5 hours, wait after 24 hours, wait after 48 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, any system that offers that to you, mark it today that Dr. Seko said it will rock pool. Make no mistakes. That's why sometimes I feel bad when we come to Zoom like this and we just have few people, because these are informations that everyone needs to know. Because if you know these things, you will not fall victim with scams like CBEX. I'm telling you, they tell you when to, they will not tell you when to put your money, but they will tell you when to collect your money. That number one is a red flag upon arrival. I want everyone on this call to understand. Because I tell people, what makes a system unique is the in and out of that system. The moment you have in, free passage, but out has a clause, ladies and gentlemen, is a red flag. As a business analyst, I let you understand that is a red flag. No matter the excuses they are giving you, no matter the claims they want to be compliant with government or whatever, is a big lie. The moment your exit has a clause, ladies and gentlemen, is a red flag. I believe we understand that. Then we talk about what? Equality. Here in EtherOcean, regardless of your experience level, sometimes people say, oh, I've been a networker for years, oh, I've known everything. Regardless of your experience level, EtherOcean offers equal opportunities to everyone to participate and succeed. And that is our goal. We want everyone that comes into this system to succeed. And that's why it's important you attend our meetings. It's important you adhere to instruction. It's important you follow your leader. Like we always say in our local palace, follow those who know rules. Some people claim they know it all. So I cannot be told, I cannot be taught. So you need to, and because when you consistently attend our Zoom, nobody can hit you with any question and you will not have an answer. Because what? When you hear me talk, you get an in-depth understanding about this project. Meaning that, somebody said, oh, okay, if I don't know how to bring people, I mean, I'm not a big net. No, just follow the simple rules of engagement, which I'm going to share with you in this system, and you will be shocked and amazed at what this system holds for you. I believe we understand that aspect of EtherOcean. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've already talked about, optimism, which is the layer 2 blockchain on Ethereum network where this system is deployed. So we talk about the scalability, we talk about Ethereum level security, EVM compatibility, ecosystem of dApps. This system is not a web-based system. It's a dApp-based system. That is what we mean by that. Meaning it's running on Web3, not Web2. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand this because people will ask you this question. Lower transaction costs, you all can attest the fact that, in this system, you don't have, somebody say, but it's Ethereum gas fees are high. You will meet people that will tell you that, oh, I've done Forsage. Why Forsage closed is because of transaction gas fee. Ladies and gentlemen, tell him, be calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Let me explain to you. This system is on Ethereum layer 2 blockchain. Optimism. That is where the system is deployed, and the transaction gas fee are more or less like nothing. So that's why we talk here lower transaction costs, fast transaction, decentralized governance, meaning that there is no anybody ownership, admin, whatever. So whenever you hear decentralized governance, means it has been decentralized. Nobody has any hand, nobody will control anything. Whatever has been deployed cannot be changed because the contract has been renounced. Right? Guys, you need to understand these things. It's important. And for you to verify this furthermore, if you go to DeFi, you will see something that will amaze you. I think in next meetings, I'm going to take you through the DeFi presentation so that you can understand what I'm saying about EtherOcean. Support for complex dApps, meaning that, what we have here, it's an amazing system that supports, every complex dApps. All right. Okay. Now, EtherOcean registration is very important. After I've said all I've been saying, one would like to know, okay, how do I get started here? Yes. Or you just need to get what we call a personalized wallet. This is not a centralized wallet, personalized wallet. Create a wallet, e.g. from Trust Wallet, MetaMask, Token Pocket, SafePower, and what have you. These are all decentralized wallets where you can create your personalized wallet to control your funds. Rewards are instantly credited to your wallet. So there are no withdrawal buttons there. Rewards are instantly what? Credited to your wallet instantly. Meaning that as somebody is registering, whatever 90% that is coming to you instantly before, as soon as he press go from his end, from your end is receive. You don't need to press anything. The moment that client press go from his end, from your end is what? Receive, and is on autopilot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an amazing opportunity. So you can see what I've told you getting started, Token Pocket and what have you. But like I recommend mostly for our team, try to use Trust Wallet because Trust Wallet helps you to simplify the interface from your DApp app. So I believe those of you that are already using it, you can attest to that fact, right? Okay. Now, business opportunity. Let's talk about the opportunity behind this opportunity. How do you get started with this joining called EtherOcean? Ladies and gentlemen, I have good news for you. You can only start with this project as low as 0.001 Ether, 0.001 Ethereum, which is, as a result of this presentation slide, it's worth on USDT, it's just $3. But you all can attest to the fact that, currently, the price of Ethereum is about $2,500, but which I believe it has come back a little bit down to that. So meaning that your 0.001 Ether currently will worth you like 2 point something dollars. ladies and gentlemen, as low as co-host, I need you to mute these people. Ladies and gentlemen, as low as this, your account is up and running. As low as 2 point something dollars, your account is up and running. So you need to understand that. So this is just for a beginner. This is just for a beginner. So don't take this and say, oh, Dr. Seko said, oh, I'll start with 0.001. No, I'm going to talk to you on the advanced level because, see, in business, you must advance. If you don't advance, you will give excuses. And if you give excuses, you will end up looking for who to blame. So I always like to tell my community, you must desire to advance. Even if you're a first timer, we groom you to be an advanced mentality personality. That is the purpose for this training. So you must advance at all levels. Now, unlocking new earning potentials, get started with as low cost and tap into the world of centralized earning opportunities. That's what we offer you on EtherOcean. I believe we all understood me there. All right. Sorry. Okay. Now, in EtherOcean, we have advanced levels. We call it the slots. You must advance, like I said. Now we have slot 1 to 15. You can see it on my screen. Now that entering slot is called the frontline slots. Ladies and gentlemen, hear me clearly. I'm not preaching frontline slots. I'm preaching a minimum of frontline to serenity. Believe you me, this is the way you can cash out of this system. Stop telling people just coming with $2 or $3 and you make money. No, you have to be very, very, because see, scams have come to even tell people the minimum you give us is $100. They will even decide. And that your $100 you end up having nothing. How much more now that you have a system that produces and reproduces itself? Imagine you're telling your community the minimum everyone can run this business is level 1 to level 4. Ladies and gentlemen, is important because I want instantly results. Because like we always say, result will always cancel out insults. The moment you can be able to pull this instant result on your prospect, they will come calling because people love seeing money. That's why those of you that came in late, you missed one aspect of this presentation. I pray, I remember by the time I'm done presenting, I will play that video again. You need to understand, this thing needs to ring bell to you that money is good. This money we're talking about is good because it amplifies you. It amplifies your presence. It amplifies your needs. So money is good. So teach your community. Don't just tell them, oh, we just $2. You come into this business. Then some people are just calculating $2. No. You can't see, let me tell you something. The only way you can push a man from his comfort zone to that zone of possibility is when you decide to tell them the truth. Even though sometimes people don't like hearing the truth. The truth about this business is that everyone must come in from level 1 to level 4. Mark it, I said that. I know why I'm saying that, and I'm going to show you in the next few minutes. It's important. So where is our level 1? Level 1 is frontline, home, level 2 is home state, level 3 is metropolis, level 4 is serenity. Now calculate, let's just calculate how much in total do you need? 3, 7, 15. Let's just say $31. $31. Ladies and gentlemen, business has started on a big start. $31. Forget about the exchange. $31, of which is not up to right now. I'm just talking to you based on my presentation slide. It's not up to $31. Right now, it should be around 20-something dollars, if I'm not mistaken, or not less, even less. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to wake up to the reality of this business. Now we have the Power Up, the Super B, and the rest. Now, for us as a team, we are driving everyone to come to ICON. So tell your team, yes, it might be struggling, but let everybody get themselves to Icon. When you come to Icon, then we'll start discussing, because there are levels upon levels. Let's come to Icon so that we'll have a very robust discussion. All right. I'm not talking about Godfather. Godfather, man, this is a game. This is game over. By the time we all get to Godfather, it's game over. Can you imagine? You started the business with as low as $3, and you are coming out with nothing less than $644 million. It sounds rocket science, right? It sounds rocket science, but that's the reality. And I'm going to show you that in a moment. All right. Okay, guys, let's move on from here. All right. So there's what we call sponsor bonus. How the moment you get started based on those ranks. Number one, we have what we call 90%. Refer a new member who purchased the first package, which is the front line, and earn 90%. Then refer a new member who purchased the 4th to 15th package, and you earn 45%. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what happened to second and third package? Relax, I'm coming. I'm going to explain that as we make progress. But what do you need to know? You must understand the simple requirement for you to start earning this money. And that is where I want everyone to understand this presentation from. Note, you must have 2 direct referrals. Are required, they are compulsory. So tell everybody that want to be earning unlimited on this system, he or she must have what? 2 direct referrals. It's very, very important. It's number one criteria. Number one criteria. Everybody must get 2. And that 2, you must teach them to do what you did. So if you come in with only frontline, means you're going to teach them how to come in with frontline, because you can only give what you have. You can't give what you don't have. Imagine you came in with only frontline and you went and brought somebody that said, I love this business. I want to do level 1 to 4. You will not be happy instantly. You'll be making your face. You say, no, first start with this. Because what? You know it's going to jump and pass you. Ladies and gentlemen, be wise and be smart. Listen to what I'm telling you tonight. Take level 1 to 4. Everyone, no matter how difficult and tight things are, make up your mind. Tell your prospect, we are all going from level 1 to level 4 as a startup, so that everybody can feel the impact of this business. Because if you only do level 1, when the thing comes, it will look like you're peeing in an ocean, right? Yes, it's important you understand this. So get me, tell everyone in your community, Dr. Seko said level 1 to 4. That is the deal. That is the new start that we are taking. All right. And remember, look at what I said there. At level 4, which is the 4th level, you are making instantly 45% or whatever that prospect spend at level 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. This is huge. This is huge. All right. Okay. Now, there is something I always like my prospects and my community to understand. Everything about life. If you miss out of this aspect, you will have yourself to blame. Everything about life, you must always see it from this standpoint. Even opportunities that people come to you, oh, this business is good, oh, this business have made us thousands of money. Ask one simple thing, one simple question. What is the structure of this business? Because when you want to see a business from a standpoint of a structural view, you can see the loopholes, and you can be able, if you want to engage that business, to devise means on how to fill in those loopholes. Ladies and gentlemen, is important. Now we have here what we call the placement structure. Is a very, very important aspect of this presentation. How does it work? We have what we call top to bottom, left to right. So I'm going to explain that in a moment. Top to bottom placement, the first recruit, meaning the first person you recruit, is placed directly below you at the top of your downline structure. Every one of us in this business, you have your own individual structure. So the first person you register under you goes directly below you at the top of your downline structure, meaning is the number 1 person under you. Cascading placement New recruits are automatically placed beneath previous recruits in a cascading fashion, filling the structure from top to bottom. I believe everyone here understand that English or that grammar. It's very simple, right? Everyone that comes, meaning that the system works based on first come, first place. The first person that has joined you, every other person, the system automatically places them beneath each other, right? In a cascading fashion, automatically. So somebody say, I want to place this person here. No, 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 no. Very, very simple. Unless if you want the person to be on your left or your right, so meaning that you fail to register him and go and register the person that you want to be on your right, so that, on your left, so that he will be on your right. That is how it works. But the moment you put the person, the system automatically fill based on first come, first place. So that is how the system works. Then let's talk about left to right placement. When filling position on the same level, recruits are placed left to right on the same level. What do we mean by that? Remember, this is you up. As we go progress, I'll show you that. So the people are placed from left to right, not right to left, from left to right, right, so that you can understand where this person fall on your structure. Ensuring that positions at each level are filled evenly before moving to the next level. Positions are filled what? Evenly before moving to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how many people you fill into this system, it's only 2 people that will come directly under you. The rest are spilling under each other till infinity. That is where you have what we call unending spillover, as far as this system is concerned. Right. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start counting where the money is so that you can identify where you start cashing out your money. Yes, big, 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 big. Remember, I told you everyone henceforth in this system comes in level 1 to 4. That is my structure. That is the calculation. Now, level 1 to 4 start from here to here. This is Serenity here. You can see it here. Right. So now let me explain the moment you activate this business level 1 to 4, how it pays out. Right. Okay. Now this is you. This is you. This is Madam Flourish. This is me. So let's just say this is Madam Achike. This is Madam Flourish. This is me. The 3 of us have lined up ourselves. And this is how we came into the system. Right? Now, Madam Achike went ahead to bring Sammy. And Sammy bought Frontline, Home State, Metropolis, and Serenity. He activated at the same time. Madam Achike, remember, you have already bought this same 4, level 1 to 4. Because if you fail to do that, then you have yourself to blame. But if you do based on what I'm teaching you, ladies and gentlemen, you are about to cash out big time. All right. So Sammy bought 1 to 4. Instantly, Madam Achike will receive 90% of the money here, which is $3, to her wallet directly, instantly, 90% of the money. Remember, out of 100% of this $3, 90%, which is $2.7, has been paid to Madam Achike. So remaining what? 3 cents. 3 cents remaining. That 3 cents is the 10% that is remaining. That one I will explain at the end of this presentation. So remember. Now, instantly, Sammy activate home state, which is $4. It will cost him $4. What happened to the home state? 90% of this home state payment will not come to Madam Achike anymore. It's going straight to Madam Flourish, who sponsored Madam Achike. Can you see? That's why we all need each other. So Sammy is my benefit, is Madam Flourish benefit. It's not just Madam Achike's benefits. Right? Okay. Sammy went ahead to activate Metropolis instantly, that same moment. Boom. It will not come to Madam Achike, neither will it come to what? 90%, neither will it come to Madam Flourish. 90% of Metropolis, which is $8, is coming to me. Bam, bam, solid. Right? 90%. It's coming to me according to the structure. That is how that works. Now, Madam Achike will say, I was the one that brought Sammy now. So I would Sammy, no, Madam Achike, calm down, calm down. By the time Sammy will also go and bring his own person and the person do level 1 to 4. At that point, Sammy will receive frontline. You will receive Metropolis. You were not the one that brought it. Madam Flourish will now fall here. Me, I'll be out of the system of the first 3 line payouts. Right. Did you get that? Now imagine that person of Sammy go ahead to do, you will be receiving Metropolis also. So that is how this system is structured. Very, very simple, meaning that even your upline can make money for you, and you can make money for your upline, and your downline can make money for you, and your downline you can make money for your downline. That is how simple this system is structured. Right. Now let's go to Serenity. I believe you have understood the first 3 levels. So because some people have called me and say, I just registered the person, and maybe the person you only brought in, the person bought level 1 and 2. Now you have seen 0 point something something on your account, which is 90% of frontline. But if bought the second level, how come I was not paid? You will not be paid because it will go to your upline. It passed up 90%. That is how the system works. Now let's talk about Serenity here. Now, I believe everyone on this call, you understand perfectly level 1 to 3, how the system is structured, how it pays out. But from level 4, which is Serenity, and that's why I'm emphasizing Serenity. Imagine this is Madam Achike. Sammy's money. Sammy bought Serenity. Instantly, 45% of $16 will be paid to Madam Achike. If Sammy went ahead to buy power up instantly again, 45% of this money will be paid to Madam Achike. Do you understand? Now, the Sammy hits the 15th generation. Any level he buys, 45%, 45%, 45% will be going to Madam Achike non-stop, whether he likes her or he doesn't like her. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the beauty about this business. Now, what happened to the remaining 65%, if I mean, the remaining 55%? I'm going to explain that to you in no distant time. All right. So that is how this system is structured. I believe we all understood it here. That's why I took time to explain here. There is no ambiguity here. You can understand everything I've already explained. Meaning that Sammy will always pay Madam Achike from level 4 to the last this thing for any time. That's why I tell you power of duplication is important. Beyond power of duplication, power of building wide is also important. So don't narrow yourself. They said, oh, the system said just 2, I'm okay. No, ladies and gentlemen, recruit, even if you want to recruit 100 people directly with your link, do it. Forget people are asking, go and bring somebody and give the person my link to register on that. Don't do that. Don't encourage laziness. Those people that even if you use your link to register them, they will all spill under this your same team that you're talking about. Because the way the system is designed, it's only 2 people that will come directly under you on the structure. But on building wide, now imagine you build wide and every one of them are buying Serenity like that. Do you know that 45%, guys, you are catching out mad from this system? I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not talking about the level of income here too. I'm just talking about your directs. Your directs. There's too much money in this system, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's make progress from here. Let's make progress. All right. So this is what I've just explained on the direct. Can you see 45, 45, 45 across every level they buy? Across every level they buy. The moment they start buying alpha and you're already on alpha, that is $460 instantly hitting your account. Ladies and gentlemen, you hadn't seen anything. If you think you have seen anything about this business, watch and see. Like that in Godfather. Imagine somebody's buying Godfather under you. Instantly, you're receiving $14,745 as 45%. I've not talked about level of income, ladies and gentlemen. That is how massive the bonus sponsor, I mean, the sponsor bonuses can pay out to us on this system. All right. Okay. Now, income flow charts. How does it flow? Like I've told you when I was presenting, this is you. You have your two directs. You will be getting 90% of their money. This is how it works, which will give you a total of 5.4 USD at your level one. Purchase second level home state. That is if you want to, but all these things, you don't need all this long process. You wait till your first two pay you before you take the money to. Now, come on. Oh boy, we are on a fast track. The world today, we already hit jet age. Nobody has the time to wait, or else your downlines will pass you where you're crawling. Don't be a tortoise movement. Don't run the tortoise movement. Move with the speed of light. All right. Okay. I believe you understand that aspect. Now, the second level, you can see now, based on what I explained to you on my first this thing, this is you and your people, your downlines. These two people went to bring their own people. Now, on their home states, the payment comes to you, meaning you would have made $14 where you're supposed to take out $8 to buy Metropolis, like that, like that. So that is how the step-by-step breakdown on the income flow chart. I believe you already understand because I've already explained all this. This is how it flows. This is the income flow chart based on what I've just explained to you from level this thing level 1 to 3. Look at it here. But now, after you have purchased Serenity, see what Serenity. Now you can see at fourth level what you are supposed to be receiving. You are receiving 45% income at your fourth level, and you're receiving it from 16 people. From 16 people, level up income. The level up income, that is what you are going to be receiving at your level 4. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's why it's important. Now, at level 4, you would have earned a total of $115. You have receiving what? $7.2 from 16 people. That is what level 4 gives you. That's how the level of income from level 4 start flowing to you. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand. Remember, sponsor bonus 45% starting from level 4 also is there. So, guys, this is huge money coming to you at different level, right? This is level 5. You'll be earning 14.4 cents from 32 people. This is not your level up income. Look at it here. I mean, your direct sponsor bonus. Your direct sponsor bonus still remains on your direct. This as people are falling under on your structure. So at level 5 of your structure, you would have been earning 45% of whatever they buy at level 5 from a total of 32 people. That will give you a total of $460.8. That is how this system is structured, ladies and gentlemen, down to the highest of the highest, So based on what I've just explained, I just want to quickly take you to something that you need to understand. Now, this is the level of the level income projection. How you are making money from this system. Can you see it here? Starting from your front line, your profits, after upgrade is $1.4. Your profit after upgrade on second, $6, like that. You get to 483,183,820. Ladies and gentlemen, that is where we drew up this conclusion that from this system, if you run this system with just $3 startup, you would have come into $644 million. Like I always tell people, numbers don't lie. The numbers are on my screen. You can relate with them. You can see everything that I've just shown you. This is how simple and direct, plain this system has been structured. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see we need a total of 32,768 people in your system to have hit these numbers. Right. Now, it could be from upline, downline. We are all connected. That is how the system works. So numbers don't lie. You can do the calculations from 2 people, 4 people, 8. Let's imagine your 2 brought their 2. Their 2 brought their 2, 2. Your structure became 4 people. Those 4 bring their 2, 2. Your structure became 8 people. Like that to infinity. That is what this simple arithmetic depicts. Right? I believe you all understood me from this point. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask, okay, now, before I will take questions, let's talk about the royal income. The royal income is where, you know, mix commissions, bonuses, maybe, for example, you came into the system as frontline and somebody under you has bought Serenity. He bought 1, 2, 3, 4, while you are only on frontline. There is 45% income that ought to have come to you. You did not, you miss it. It will not go to your upline or anybody. It will go into what we call holder's tank. Holding tank, royalty income pool is a pool. Now, all those monies go there. Remember when I was presenting, I said there's a 10% that is holding back. That 10% of every transaction from beginning to the highest contract, that 10% is also brought into this royalty income pool. 5% is also brought in here. So here you receive income unlimited. You don't need to, whether you bring somebody or you don't bring anybody. The moment you have entered this royalty income pool, ladies and gentlemen, as a duplex, you'll be receiving 1% of the total money every week that has come into that pool will be paid to your wallet instantly. Like that, even if you go from ambassador, champion, legend, is 0.5%. To show you how unique this system is, it does not discriminate. So for us as a team, we are working on that so that, please do not go ahead of your sponsor. I encourage us so that we will work as a team. Because imagine I brought you into the system, you go and upgrade a package ahead of me. I won't even talk, I won't do the presentation. Go and do your business, no problem. Be doing whatever, because one, that money, the 45% that would have come to me has gone to the royalty income pool, of which is not to your benefit, neither to my benefit. So before you upgrade to any higher rank, call your sponsor. Say, are you on that level? If it's not there, say, please kindly upgrade. I want to buy. It's simple. You have fulfilled all righteousness. But for you to say you want to outsmart your leader, you would dismart yourself at the end of the day. I can tell you that for free. So let's do the needful. Let's work according to the structure of the team. We grow level to level. Nobody grows ahead of the other person because we want to win as a team. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I've come to the conclusion of this presentation, and I will open up this room to take your questions based on what we have been learning. I believe we have learned something. Since we are not much, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. So, Sammy, I'm handing over the floor to you so that you can take the questions from everybody while I'm here to answer them. Thank you so much. The floor has been handed to our co-host, Mr. Sammy. Thank you so much. Sammy, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, sir, for the presentation. Okay, please, if you have your questions, unmute and ask your questions. Any questions? Or you can raise your digital hand while I'm unmuting.
This is amazing. I don't know. Are we alive on this Zoom? Because I've been talking and nobody is talking. Hey, I believe I'm talking to living guys. Unmute yourself and talk to us. It's not only me and Sammy that is here. If you have learned something, tell us. If you have questions, asked us.
Okay, so before someone else will ask, so you did talk about you said the other 45, but you're going to talk about it later. I don't think you touch it again.
Sorry, the other 45.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've already spoken about it. I said it's called the level up income. Look at it here. Level up income. Can you see it here on my screen? So
Yes,
you
sir.
you start earning level up income from your 4th level, and you start earning direct sponsor bonus from your 4th level also. Did you understand that?
Yes, I'm talking about 90%, 40 is paid to the upline,
Okay.
to the upline. The other 45, does it goes into the pool?
No, that is what I'm saying. 45% paid to your sponsor direct, not the person that sponsors you direct. Remaining
Yes.
45% is pulled into the level of income, meaning that the person that is on that particular level that is earning, maybe your upline
Mm.
is at level 6 and is to earn from 45% from 64 people at level 6. That is what brought you this money outside your sponsor bonus. Do you understand?
Okay.
Sammy, let me explain to you. For example, you brought in 10 people, right? Directly with your link.
Yeah.
So long those 10 people are buying levels, every level they buy, whether you are in that, every level they buy, because the system feel based on first come on the level like that. Remember, when they buy every level, even though you're on that level, there are people there before you. What you will earn first will be what? 45% from them. Now, as the
Okay.
structure is growing, people are being paid off each level. When it comes to your turn to earn from that level, you are going to also be earning 45% from all the people that, remember, you only brought 10 people, but you are at level 6. Now, you are earning from a total of 64 people. Where is that money coming from? From the level of income of their 45%. There are other 45% that have been paid to their sponsor. The remaining 45% is pushed into the level of income. Did you understand that?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is how it
Thank you, sir.
works. Yeah. All right. Do we have any other person, any question before we call it a day? This is just, I'm within the hour. I just had to take time out honorably. Actually, we started this meeting 15 minutes past 9. This is just 9 minutes past 10. So I'm still less than 1 hour. Right? So if no other person have any question, look out for the recorded Zoom and share it with your prospects. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, everyone that has attended this meeting. But it's unfortunate that we'll have a meeting like this and nobody's asking a question. Why? No, no, no. I don't accept that.
Thank you, sir.
Please unmute yourself, everyone here. We must